Hey, Mitch McGarger here again for video number 2 of our Facebook advertising custom audience training. And this one is going to be on setting up your ad. After you've extracted your groups and your pages and your events, whatever you have decided to do, you need to upload them to your Facebook Ads Manager. So to do that, you need to, oh, all you need to do, with this you need to use Google Chrome. So you are going to go to your Ads Manager on Google Chrome, and that's just usually up here on the right hand side, or if you can't find it, you can literally just search Ads Manager up here, and down here it's going to say Power Editor. And if you don't have it installed already, it's going to ask you to install it. And mine's already installed, but it's very simple and straightforward. And it's just on your browser, so nothing's being downloaded to your desktop or anything like that. And once you have it installed, you're going to go to Audiences. And here's a bunch of my custom audiences that I have so far. Yada, yada, yada. But you probably don't have any at the moment, so you're going to go to Create Audience and then click on Custom Audience. Audience name, Newcopia. Even though I already have them in there, I just downloaded a new one from them. So all you do is find where your let's see here. Find out wherever you saved your custom audiences. Not sure where mine ended up. Oh, here it is, Newcopia. So you would just click on your first one, hit open, and right here where it says type, click on user IDs, and then hit create. I'm not going to create them into this one because I actually have a Newcopia custom audience set up. So after you have your first one set up, once you upload your first user ID file, you can just click down here. You don't have to make a whole bunch of new ones. All you have to do is click right here, add users, and just user ID, choose file, and you can just go to whatever your next one is that you haven't already uploaded. So open, add 1038 IDs in that one that's going in. So those are new ones that haven't been in there already. And it takes about an hour, okay, for them to be uploaded. At the moment, I have 17,300 user IDs in my Newcopia custom audience. So that's how many people I am going to be targeting. Now, while you wait, it's going to take you about an hour for that to actually load up. So once that happens and you have that custom audience loaded, we can start creating an ad from your fan page that we made in the previous video. So here's mine that I made here. It should be down on your left hand side, and I haven't really done anything with this one just because I already have my own fan page set up. And what you need to do is add a static HTML page, which is an app. Sorry, so before I get ahead of myself here, right down here, these are where you can add apps to your page. Okay, so it might, if that doesn't make sense to you, don't really be too concerned about it, because it's all you have to do is follow along and you'll still be able to pull this off just as easily. So what we're going to do is we're going to get an app so we can actually insert a URL onto our Facebook page here, and we can use that to advertise. We can advertise directly to our URL when somebody clicks on the ad on the side. Okay? And so to get that, we need to get an app called Static iframe tab, or this one by Woobox. I believe these two are the exact same. Anyways, I'm going to click on Static iframe tab, add the custom page tab to your Facebook fan page. So just click install and choose the page that you just made and add to page. Now this is sort of your settings for that tab, and we're not going to use HTML right now. We're not going to touch it. We're going to go to URL. So all you have to do is put in your link of whatever you're trying to advertise. So I mean, here's a link that one of my affiliate links here, and everything else is good to go. You don't need to do anything off. You can change this part, say work with me or something. You name the tab work with me or anything you want, or you can leave it just as welcome. The image doesn't really matter. You could change it to your picture or any picture you want, but I'm not going to do that right now, so just save settings. And you're good to go right there. So you can view tab to make sure it's going to the right page. And there we go. So that's how it's going to look when somebody clicks on your ad. And you know, it's best to use a high converting capture page, and that way you can start building your list. And I use leadpages.net, and they are by far the best lead capture pages out there. They convert higher than everything else, and you can set each one up in about 2 seconds, and they record your conversions and your tracking. It's amazing. If you don't have Leadpages yet, I highly suggest to check it out. I'll put a link below the video if you're interested. But anyways, now that you know that you have the right page connected, all you need to do is go back to your page and build an audience. So let's start building an advertisement here. So just go right down here to create an ad. So this is the fun part. We did all the tedious foundation building to start making our ad, and now we're good to go. So right now I'm going to make my ad not really for page like. This doesn't really matter between get more page likes and advanced options. So I mean, I'll leave it at page likes for now. To promote a page post, I will show you how to do that in another video, but that's just a completely different technique, and the one we're doing right now does not. This won't be relevant for it. So here we go. For a headline, what you want to do is make it target specific. So I'm going to be, I'll go down right now and show you whatever. I'm targeting Newcopia, and I'll show you the custom audience in a second, but just make it your headline target specific. Newcopia rocks, but say something like that. And you only have so many characters to get something in, so you got to be creative sometimes. And then here, change your text ad to, does it offer say a $500 guarantee that you will earn at least $1,000 in your first month. Because I mean, the product I promote, my top tier business, does have that guarantee, so I can use that, and it should work with the Facebook police, the people who check your ads to approve them. And your first couple ads, you might not be able to put anything about money in your headlines or your ad copy because they're a little strict at that at first. So maybe go with something a little easier if you find that, like, a little more tame. That's not giving any guarantees for your first couple ads until they start getting approved a lot. But after they start getting approved, they don't even look at them anymore. To be honest, like I've never had an ad disapproved since I've started using this strategy. So I've been pretty much writing whatever I want, and they're hardly even looking at them anymore. Once you become a consistent customer of them, they will approve you right away. And right here, this is important, where it says landing view. Okay, you don't want it on timeline. You want to go to whatever you named your app that you put in your URL. So I put it as work with me. Yours might be welcome, or yours might be whatever you changed it to. Just make sure it's whatever you named your app, okay? And there you're good to go. So images, you can put whatever you want. I mean, as long as it's 100 by 72 pixels. And a good site for that is picresize.com. So all you do is download your picture and onto your computer, then you browse for it, then you click there, like continue, and you can change it to whatever size you want it to be. And a good size for Facebook is 100 pixels wide and 72 high. But for now, I like to brand myself, so I'm just going to keep my picture there. And from there, these sponsored stories, just remove those. They don't matter at all. So I'm not even going to get into them. Just don't worry about it. Just delete them. They're just going to confuse you. And here, you don't need to specify a country because we have custom audiences loaded. And you don't have to worry about age. You don't have to worry about any of this unless you want to. But the point of custom audiences is you don't need this at all because you already have your groups targeted. So I'm just going to go find Nucopia there. So that's what we picked. And since I guess my audience is being created because we just uploaded it, right? So it still doesn't have the full audience yet, but I'll just take that one off and put all these other ones in because all these ones are combined in this one. I just didn't upload them right the first time. So I'd say there's 6,800 people at the moment. And then if I were to add this one, there would be around 18,000 people. But 6,800 is a good size target audience. So anywhere over, 500 or so is a good size. I've even done a couple under 200 people, and they've still converted. So I mean, everything's worth a try. But don't get crazy. Don't get if you have a custom audience over 20,000 people, it's getting a little too high, I think. So you're gonna want to play around with that. Keep it anywhere between the 5,000 or 500 and 15,000, and you're golden. But right here, connections, I just say you want to put anyone, and that's literally it for any of your targeting. Now for your campaign pricing, you just need to name your campaign whatever you want. I like to name them my just what the title of my ad is. That way I kind of have a quick idea what it is. And if I make more of the exact same title, I'll just put, say, Nucopia Rocks, and then the next one will be Nucopia Rocks 1, etc., etc. So I'm just going to use an existing campaign, which is my top tier business, and Leverage Concepts Online is my actual fan page. So that's how that came there. But your campaign name isn't necessarily that important. And here, you want to make sure your campaign runs continuously, starting usually as soon as possible, unless you want to have a set start date. Then you can click that. But here, for optimized pricing, don't ever let Facebook optimize your pricing because they will charge you way more. then you'll be able to do it if you just do it, switch to advanced pricing, which I just clicked on. And I'm going to optimize for clicks. You can optimize for impressions or clicks. And for impressions also works good too if you're just trying to get likes to your page, and you can get, it'll be a lot cheaper. I'll show you. So for impressions, for every 1,000 people that see your page, they suggest that you bid between 3 cents and 17 cents per 1,000 people to see it on the right hand side. And that's a very cheap way to go about it. And you're going to be saving a lot of money. It's not going to cost you much, and hopefully you'll get clicks. But you're just not guaranteed them. And you're not guaranteed clicks the other way too. So either way you want to go about it is fine with me. Just test and tweak and see which one's going to give you a better cost per action. So, I mean, 10 cents is right in the middle, and that's fine. I'd say right there. And it'll go down after you start getting some clicks. After it's been running for a day or two, you'll realize you're not actually paying this. You'll probably be paying like 5 or 6 cents per 1,000 impressions. But if you go to clicks here, you're going to go to manually bid for clicks and see how it goes up a bit, 25 cents to 78 cents. So that, that's a little higher than it might normally be, and just because you are, there's other people probably targeting Newcopia out there that have been bidding a little higher, so it's moving it up a bit. But once you actually say you were to bid about 40 cents, it'll drop down to about 20 cents to 15 cents per click. So, for right now, let's just go with the optimize for impressions because it's pretty cheap, and you'll still get a good amount of clicks for that. And then you want to review your ad. And you can name it. There you go. Like whatever, like I said, whatever you want to name it. I'm just gonna name this one Newcopia Rocks, but dash CPM, because that's what I'm targeting for, or that's how I'm making my bids. So other than that, looks good. You can set up your daily budget on your ad there on the previous page, just to whatever you feel like you want to set it for each day. And maybe start out with $5 a day or $10 a day. That way you're not gonna go broke if you kind of screwed up your ad right off the bat and it's not converting well. So once you have that set, all you do is hit place order, and your ad was created successfully. So here's the ad preview. You can click right here to see what it's going to look like on your right hand side. That's what someone else will see when they see it. Okay, when someone in Newcopia will see this eventually once your ad gets approved, and all you do is click on it and it will take you directly to your page that you had set up on your app. And if my internet starts moving faster, that'd be great. There we go. So that's it. People can start opting in and seeing your offer, or just getting on your list, and people will also be liking your page as well with this. So that way, once they're on your page, you can be, like I said before, you can start promoting to them and engaging your list and providing value, and that will also bring you more and more revenue. So it's kind of a win-win situation, and that's basically how you set up a Facebook ad. And once you get it your ad approved, all you need to do is literally just check through your click-through rates or your clicks and see how much you're spending each, every 7 days or so. This is from 7 days, so it's really cheap. $5 for 50 clicks, pretty good, and it's targeted clicks too. So I I'll leave this one at that, and in the next video I will go ahead and show you how to set up a post on your fan page and then promote that, because that also converts very well. Alright, anyways, I hope you got some value out of that, and bye for now.